Welcome and welcome back to the channel, everyone. Have you ever wondered which countries in Africa speak the best English? You might think of one or two right away, but the truth is the continent is home to several countries where English isn't just a second language, it's the heartbeat of communication, business, and education. In this video, we are counting down the top 10 best English-speaking countries in Africa. So stick around, because not only are we going to review them one by one, but you're also going to learn some surprising facts about how English plays a role in culture, business, tourism, and even music across Africa. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our deep dive videos. Now, here's what we'll do in this video. First, I'm going to give you a quick overview of why English is such a big deal in Africa. And then we'll go country by country, breaking down what makes their English stand out. And by the end of this video, you will not only know the top 10, but you will also understand what makes each country unique in the way they speak, teach, and use English every single day. Stick with me, because some of the countries on this list might surprise you, and I promise you will come away with a new appreciation for the richness of African English. So let's set the stage. Why is English so widely spoken across Africa in the first place? Well, much of it has to do with history, colonial history to be specific. Britain's influence spread across many African regions, and with it came English as a language of government, education, and trade. Even after independence, a lot of countries decided to keep English because it offered a unifying language among diverse ethnic groups who speak different indigenous tongues. Fast forward to today, English isn't just surviving in Africa, it's thriving, and in many places, it's flourishing in ways that surprise even native English speakers from outside the continent. That's why making a top 10 list isn't just about who can speak it the most, it's about who uses it fluently, who teaches it effectively, and who has built a culture around it. Now, let's get into the countdown. First up on our list is Nigeria. And you already know this one had to be here. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa with over 200 million people, and English is the official language. But it's more than just official, it's a cultural powerhouse in government, in schools, and most importantly in Nollywood, the Nigerian movie industry. English is the vehicle of expression. Nigerians have developed their own unique flavor of English that blends grammar and structure with local languages, creating what's famously known as Nigerian Pidgin. Now, don't get it twisted. Pidgin is not broken English. It's a vibrant, living, evolving language that connects people across the country. But when it comes to standard English, Nigerians are top-notch. They debate, they argue, they sing, they act, they do business, all in English. And let's not forget Nigerian writers like Chinua Achebe and Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who have shown the world beauty of African English. If you ever read their works, you know exactly what I mean. Before we move on, quick reminder, if you're enjoying this breakdown, show some love by smashing that like button. It really helps this channel grow, and it lets me know you enjoy content like this. Now back to our list. Next up, we've got South Africa, and honestly, this country is in a league of its own when it comes to English. South Africa recognizes 11 official languages, but English is the main language used in business, media, and government. What makes South Africa English so unique is that it's got influences from African, Zulu, Xhosa, and several other languages. So when you hear a South African speaking English, you are hearing a fascinating mixture of global and local influences. In fact, many South Africans are not just bilingual, they are multilingual, comfortably switching between English and indigenous languages depending on the situation. And let's not forget, South Africa produces some of the best English-speaking actors and public figures on the continent. If you ever visit Johannesburg, Cape Town, or Durban, you will notice, you quickly notice that English is everywhere, from the signage to the classrooms to the vibrant conversations in coffee shops. Moving on, we cannot talk about English-speaking Africa without mentioning Kenya. This East African powerhouse not only has English as one of its official languages, but it also has a reputation for producing some of the clearest and most articulate English speakers on the continent. Why? Because Kenya has invested heavily in education over the years, and English is the primary medium of instruction from the very start. Kenyan English is crisp, clear, and often very close to British pronunciation, thanks to the colonial history. And here is something else. Kenya's English speaking ability has made it a hub for international organizations. Kenya is home to the United Nations African headquarters, and that's not by accident. English makes it possible for Kenya to connect globally in business, diplomacy, and technology. And if you've ever listened to Kenyan news anchors or radio presenters, you will know exactly why they are regarded as some of the best English speakers around. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Ghana is next, and oh boy, Ghanaians are smooth when it comes to English. English is the official language in Ghana, and it plays a central role in schools, governance, and media. And at this point, you are probably thinking, wow, Africa is full of English speaking powerhouses. And you are right, but we've still got more to cover. Don't go anywhere because we are just getting warmed up. And if you haven't yet, subscribe right now so you'll be part of this amazing journey as we highlight Africa's brightest gems. Next on the list, we have Uganda, often nicknamed the Pearl of Africa. Uganda may surprise some people, but did you know it was ranked as the best English speaking country in Africa in a global study a few years back? That's right, English is Uganda's official language and is used in schools, business, and government. What makes Uganda English stand out is its clarity and its structure. Many Ugandans speak English so fluently that international organizations have taken notice, and the country has become a hub for call centers and international NGOs. Another country that deserves the spotlight is Botswana, known for its political stability and strong economy. Botswana has positioned itself as one of the most reliable English speaking countries in Southern Africa. English is the official language and Setswana is the national language. But what's fascinating is how seamlessly Botswana switch between the two. In schools, English is the language of instruction, and in business, it's the default for negotiations, contracts, and international trade. Let's head over to Zambia, another Southern African country where English shines. Zambia is one of the countries where English is both the official language and the common language that unites over 70 different ethnic groups. Imagine that with so many diverse languages, English becomes the bridge that connects everyone. And here is something even cooler. Zambia's school system places a huge emphasis on English literacy from the very beginning, which means most Zambians grow up mastering the language alongside their mother tongues. And speaking of East Africa again, let's not forget Tanzania. Now, Tanzania has Swahili as its national language, and Swahili is deeply ingrained in the culture. But when it comes to education and government, English takes the lead. This makes Tanzanians highly bilingual, able to switch between Swahili for cultural pride and English for global connections. Universities in Tanzania are English based, and the country has increasingly positioned itself as a tourism hub, with English being a language that helps connect with international travelers. Rounding up our top 10 list is Zimbabwe, a country where English is not only the official language but also a key part of daily communication. Zimbabweans are known for their articulate English, especially in education and professional settings. Many Zimbabwean teachers and professionals migrate to other countries and are highly valued for their fluency in English. This has made Zimbabwe something of a training ground for English speaking talents that contribute to global industries. Now that we've covered the top 10, let's take a moment to breathe and reflect. Did your favorite country make the list? Which one surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comment below. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget, your engagement, likes, shares, comments helps keep this channel alive and buzzing. So show some love. And there you have it, the top 10 best English speaking countries in Africa. from Nigeria's vibrant mix of English and Pidgin to South Africa's multilingual edge to Uganda's script clarity and Ghana's rhythmic flow, it's clear that Africa is not just using English, it's redefining it in ways the world can't ignore. Each of these countries has taken English, molded it with their own culture, and turned it into something unique, something that connects them with the rest of the world while still holding onto their identity. The beauty of this list is that it's not just about grammar or accent, it's about how language becomes a bridge for unity, education, trade, and creativity. Africa proves that English isn't just a colonial leftover, it's a living, breathing tool that empowers millions of people every single day. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which country do you think speaks the best English in Africa? Was it Nigeria with its energy, South Africa with its global presence, or maybe Uganda with its top rankings? Drop your thoughts in the comments because your perspective matters and helps keep the conversation alive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button because it really helps the channel grow. And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos where we dive even deeper into Africa's culture, lifestyle, and global impact. Share this video with your friends too because trust me, many people will be surprised by what we've uncovered in this video. At the end of the day, Africa isn't just one story, it's millions of stories, and language is one of the threads tying them together. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep celebrating the beauty of Africa.